Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Omar Shazli bin Baharuddin, student number 2024825526. And today, me and my team members are going to present it to you our group project that we proudly announced to you that we call as a project planning management that we develop and maintain for the real company called the Empire Company. There are two things that we're going to talk about. The first one is the ERD, second one is the company operational requirements. So first, let's take a look at our entity relationship diagram. There are 5 tables, but there are only 2 relationships between the customer T, order T, and order detail T. Why? I will explain later. The first table is the customer T, the customer table. So in the customer T, there are the primary key, which is called the customer ID. And in this table, each customer must have a unique email and phone. If was found in the data have the same email and phone, the data will not be added twice. The first name, last name, email address, city, state, country attribute are mandatory to be filled. And a customer can place a multiple orders, but each order is linked to only one customer, which gives us to another table which is called the order T, the order table. In the order table, there are relationship with the customer table, which is the foreign key is the customer ID and the primary key is the order ID. So in this order, we behold all of the quotes ID, the quotations, and for this order T has a relationship with the order detail table, which is in the order detail T have the foreign key of the order T and the primary key of the order detail ID. So order detail ID we hold all of the part number and the products that has been ordered by the customer from their own order. So in this order detail T, it is a reference and existing part number from the products T table. And inside the order detail T also, we will store the descriptions and notes, even though it is optional, but we always encourage for any clarifications. So we move on to the 2 table that doesn't have any relationship. The first table is a product T. So product T holds all the product part numbers and all of the products detail. So in this product, it must belong to a valid product group and the product types. And this product will hold all of the inventories quantities. Any negative inventory quantities were not allowed to be inserted in this table. Second one is a user account. The user account is a table that holds the username and the password for the user to be able to access the system. Only authorized users can modify, add or delete the data from this system. And the special thing about the user account, the password data are encrypted using hash code for better security. Moving on to the company operational requirements. There are 3 things in these things. The first thing is the order processing. So order processing is we use a calculations to multiply the quantity and the unit price to give the estimated or the total price for each of the order. Second one is the reporting and analytics. In this system, we provide 2 reports, which is the quotations and the sales report. The third one is a user access control. As I said before, only authorized users are be able to use this system because the use of the secret key and also the use of the password encryption using a hash code for the better security. Let's jump into the login functions in our systems. So on my side, there are the systems right here. When you open the system, you will see the login page, which is the username and the passwords. But before we go to login, we go to the sign up first. So inside the sign up, there are 3 things: the username, password, and the secret key. Let's say if I try to put my username, I create the username, and the password is testing also, and the secret key is a key that only the authorized users are know. So in these systems, the secret key is 1, 2, 3. So let's say if I put a different one, let's say I put as 55 and put sign up, it will reject. But let's say if I put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we put sign up, then the user will create it successfully. Now let's see on the account customer. On the table account, you see the data was inserted successfully, the 26 testing, and the password were encrypted using the hash code. Now we try to log in and see. So the username is testing, and the password, let's say if I put a different password and put as a login, it will reject. But let's say if I put the password testing and log in, it will decrypt the password from the table user account and log in successful. Then we will go to the main menu.
Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to add customer record and their orders. As you can see on the main page, the main menu over here, you got the make order button. You can select the make order button. It will pop up the order management form. Here you can key in the order ID, customer details, so on. So I have prepared the sample data over here. Just copy it. So we put the order date is today, and the validity of the proposal around 2 weeks. Okay, then here got the checkbox for is code or is paid. Is code is for the quotation, and the is paid is for the receipt. So we want to prepare a quotation, then we select the is code. Then we press the add record button. Okay, then we want to add the product information on the quotation. For this one, we will supply the network switch, so we select the network switch part number and their quantity. Okay, for example, here another one, add another one. Okay, and the quantity of this fiber module. Okay, that's it. Then if you want to go back to the main menu, you can click cancel. Okay, that's all for me. Alright.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Helmi. I want to show you about order management form in part delete and update. Okay, firstly, this customer, I want to fill in this blank form for this customer. Okay, quotation ID, number. Okay, add this record and order customer detail has been saved successfully. Okay, and we update it. Okay, customer detail has been updated successfully. Okay, baik. We go to the customer list. Okay, in here, it show is Terry Jackson Penang. Yes, in here. Okay, we can show in here the customer detail. Okay, then we go to form and we want to delete it. Okay, this I want to delete all this form. Yes. Okay, then we can go to customer list and his name is gone. No name for him. This customer, that customer I was delete. Okay, thank you for this presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ordi Husni bin Muhammad Sahrul. My student ID is 2034 860 872. In this section, we will look at the sales report and customer list. First, we click this button and here is the sales report will be displayed. Here we can see company details and table summarizing the order. For example, we can see the customer ID. We have two different customer ID, 54 and 55. But customer ID 54, there are two different part or different column, which means that customer ID 54 had made 2 different orders. But in his first order, he made 3 products in his single order. So let's move on to the customer list. Here is the customer list that registered under our database. Here we can see all the customers that are registered under our database. But from the sales report, we can learn that only 2 different customers that registered under our database, which is ID 54, customer ID 54, and customer ID 55. Let's try with the customer ID 54, which is Sarah Chen. We click this button, and here is her customer detail. We can see first name, last name, email, phone, address, city, state, country. And then we click this button, and we can have an order form. In this order form, we can see order ID, quote ID, order date, customer, description, and quote summary. Here in order form, the most important part or the most important button is the order ID drop down button. Here we can choose the order ID that we want because the order cannot be overlapped. For example, when we click order ID 39, here are the quote summary of the order that she made. And then when we click the 41, the quote summary will change. Let's we have a look at the SQL behind the function of this drop down. Here is the SQL query that we use to retrieve all the orders that match our selection on the order ID that also match the customer ID from the database. So let's move back to the order form. So when we already choose the order ID that we want, we can see the customer ID 54 already made us for quotation, or he need our quotation. So here is the print button that can give us the report of the quotation. Here is the quotation. So let's try with another customer ID, which is 55. Michael Brown. We click this button, and here is Michael Brown, the customer details, and we click this button, and here is the order form for his. So we can see customer ID 55 only made a single order, so we choose order ID 40. But the difference between customer ID 55 and 54 is that customer ID 55 already made a payment. As you can see here, he doesn't need a quotation, he already clicked the paid button. And here we can click the print button, and we will have the receipt of his order.